Okay. Where / how, how did undergraduate college admissions go for me? I mentioned that in a previous video, that I was rejected to 100% of the universities that I was rejected from for undergraduate admissions. That 100% of the reason were because of I was not top 5, instead I was top 6, or I was number 6, and I was salutatorian technically, so that means second rank. So if there's a tie, it does not work like swimming. In sports, if there's like a tie, then for like 3 people win a gold medal, then they skip over silver and bronze. That's not how it works in academics. In academics, and especially high school, I was number 6, which was the rank, but the title, I got the second title because it devalues the title of first. So there were 5 people who got a 4.0 GPA, and they were valedictorian, each one valedictorian because it was a tie. And then I was salutatorian, which means second highest rank. So it works different, academics and swimming, or sports more generally. And that could change. It's more accepting of well, there is still someone who got a, 0.01 GPA lower, 0.02 GPA lower, 0.30 GPA lower, that kind of thing. And so I mentioned that in a previous video, I was not accepted to, or put it that way, I was not accepted to all of the schools I applied to for undergrad. I was like, and then in a different video, I mentioned things my YouTube channel has lived through, and it has lived through me quitting a graduate program, and I was like, well, maybe I should go back and since I just did that, made those videos, and published those videos, maybe I should take and do an undergraduate admissions video, which I did a program called Running Start. So it wasn't technically a college application. I attended college and earned my first college degree when I was 17 years old. So I started attending at 16, graduated with 2 years of full college coursework when I was 17 years old. A lot of the colleges I applied to were not interested in that whatsoever. And so some were. And so what were the colleges? That kind of thing. But that one doesn't really count as a college. I'm not going to count it here as a college admissions. It was like a semi-college admission. I was applying as a high school student to do coursework that counted towards college and high school. And so the application process wasn't exactly the same as people who were applying to the college to attend just as college students. So that's why I'm not including that one here, is it technically was not a college-only application. So these are my undergraduate college admission / application results, and I'm going to break it down. So first round draft pick, second round draft pick, third round draft pick, not quite, but kind of. If we wanted to say that, then my first college degree was like first round, and then the standard application to a 4-year university, or like quote unquote standard, mainstream perhaps is a better term for that. It's like second round, and then where I finally ended up as a transfer was like third round. If I was making an NFL, National Football League in the United States of America comparison, yeah, kind of thing. There were 3 kind of rounds of colleges that I attended, and like I would classify them as a round. However, only 2 like full college. So the first one, so I did 2 rounds. So I'm gonna break it down to 2 rounds. One fall 2010 admissions. So I applied to 12. I was accepted to 6. And then the second round, so this is initial, like I'm applying for a 4-year degree, even though I technically didn't have a 2-year degree. I was a high school student at the time of application, so I had to apply as a 4-year degree, not as a transfer student for these applications. And then, which is great to have 2 years of college coursework, compared to and have attended a college for 2 years full time. There was not the adjustment to a college. I didn't have the adjustment kind of syndrome or period that a lot of people coming straight out of high school that had never taken a course at a college before, full-time college or college load before. I didn't have those problems. So yeah. And then fall 2012 was the transfer. So I decided not to stay at the institution I got into here and attended. And so I decided to transfer. And I applied to 2 in and then was accepted to 2. So in terms of, and then in graduate school, I applied to 5 and was accepted to 5, plus bonuses like salary or technology, like monetary or supplies kind of quote unquote bonuses, or like a scholarship, so monetary stuff. So I went from 50% to 100% to 120% in graduate school. So it's a way of saying I learned from my applications, and instead of, some people went the other way and kind of decreased their acceptance trajectory, and I went the, 50% is, I was like, well, can I be more targeted, right? If I'm applying to 12 schools, maybe I should think about stepping back. So, first round, fall 2010. Let's start with the good ones. So, and I still like these schools. I think this last one, I think I got into, so there's 6, but there's one that I think I got into it, but it was we'll just leave it. Drexel University, which is in Pennsylvania, if I'm recalling correctly. And I'm trying to keep the order that I heard back from them. I don't actually know if this is the order, yeah. University of Connecticut. Is it Connecticut? I will work on this. Connecticut in the video. I'll put the names in the video description. Hopefully spelled correctly. I'll try at least. University of Illinois, Urbana, Champaign. And University of Wisconsin, Madison, which Russell Wilson, the former quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks, attended there. I think I beat him into college applications. He's older than me, but maybe I didn't. Maybe he graduated and I don't know. But I think he attended there. I think there was I got a little competitive with the guy. Okay. And then up west is Vanderbilt University. And I think I was accepted there, but I can't actually remember. I think I was. Yeah. So those ones I was accepted to. I applied in science or undeclared, but I think it was science across the board. Science or engineering. I started off in engineering and ended up in science. I was at the time doing my first degree in mathematics. So I was like, I really like mathematics, and then I was like, but I'm not as good applying mathematics to science or something. So I was like, maybe I should push myself and do something like science or engineering. And then I found engineering didn't really fit. Oh, I attended the University of Washington. Of those, I attended the University of Washington. So still fall 2010.